Yesterday, Shopify announced they released a Shopify Editions update for winter 2024, and that has over 100 new features and announcements. So there's a lot for us to digest and go over. So I figured, let's do that. Let's go over those updates. Here we go. Shopify Editions Foundations. Elevate your commerce experience, commerce business with 100 plus foundational product updates from Shopify. So cool. You can scroll down, really cool animation. Anyways, let's get into it. I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about. I'm just going to go over what I think is probably some of the more important things as a theme developer and as you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. So first one is the combined listing. So Shopify combined listings now lets you have multiple products and display them on one listing. So that's actually something you can already do on our theme. So if I click into a wall here on the paper theme, you can see other colors, and these are just separate product listings. Jeez. The doggy's going crazy. Yeah, so those are all separate listings, and you can get to them by clicking through other colors, which is great. But now that is becoming its own app that can handle and manage that, and I'm not sure what that looks like because it's not out yet, but it is something that's coming out. Another really cool thing is the variant limit is getting increased to 2,000 through their APIs, so that also isn't out yet, but it's something they have announced, and you can sign up to get updates. Color swatches. So yeah, color swatches are getting much improved. You can now update and manage your swatches with meta fields, and it makes things a lot easier. Previously, even with our theme, we have swatches enabled. You have to upload images to a specific folder, but now it's just it's through meta fields, so it makes it a lot easier to manage that process. Oh, so smarter search. This is really cool. So the smarter search is basically letting customers now, instead of typing in like red or wallet or exact keywords, they can now just type in full sentences. The Shopify search will actually pull in results that are relevant to that search term. So in this example, someone's typing in something warm to wear in the winter, and that's actually showing coats and hats. Very cool. I think that makes the search much more powerful. Okay, yeah, we talked about swatches. Swatches are also available on the filters and search and discovery app, so gotten the same kind of update everywhere where it works through meta fields. Subscription. So Shopify Subscription is a new app. It is fully available now. What's cool about this is it's free. So if you want to install, or if you want to start using subscriptions or sell monthly recurring orders for certain products, you can do that through the Shopify subscription app. It's completely free. Obviously, there's going to be things that some of the other subscription apps have that this app doesn't. If you're just looking for like a basic implementation, this is great and a good place to start. Bundles. This is another really cool thing. You can now create bundles of up to 30 products using the Shopify Bundles app. Some themes like paper, for example, our theme, we do have existing bundle features. So this is our bundle feature. You can have a bundle template, click add to cart, and it adds all the items in the bundle. The bundle app you can use if you're using different themes or you want something specific. Definitely worth checking out. New web performance dashboard. So this is huge, especially because the previous web performance reporting and metrics that were displayed in Shopify, which I can still see right here, are just a bit mysterious, especially as a non-technical person. If you're starting your online store, you aren't a web designer, you aren't a web developer, you see speed score 54 out of 100, what does that mean? Shopify is doing a lot here to make this more intuitive and easy to understand. So the new web performance dashboard will surface 3 metrics: the loading speed, interactivity, and visual stability. That's based on real metrics from visitors rather than like some mystery number. So loading speed is the largest content full paint, interactivity is first input delay, and then the visual stability is cumulative layout shift. So those are all metrics that Google uses to measure paid performance as well. You can see how it's really doing. Some POS stuff. What I think is really cool about this is you can easily capture emails. If someone is a ShopPay customer, it will give them the option to subscribe when they're using a Shopify POS, which is great for merchants to collect more data, get more emails, build their audience, etc., etc. The new B2B theme. So this is something that Shopify just announced. They're releasing a B2B optimized theme. And this is something we're also going to be working on this year as well. We have our theme Paper, which is out now in the Shopify theme store, and then we have our new theme Space coming out as well. This year we'll be working on our third theme. We'll see. Anyways, new B2B theme, and I think that's great because there's obviously a lot of websites that are selling more in a wholesale type situation, so it makes sense to have separate themes and UI layout all designed specifically for wholesalers. So it's great to see that Shopify is making that push for those type of businesses. Improve Shopify Audiences. If you haven't used it, it's a Shopify Plus feature. Yeah, Shopify Plus exclusive. It basically gives you access to add advertising audiences. So it will look at your store demographic, your visitors, and then there's algorithmic magic that goes on, so finds you more customers, and Shopify obviously has access to huge number of visitors and audiences and shopping data, and they use all that to give Shopify Plus merchants access to advertising audiences. And it looks like it's getting some improvements, which is great because I mean, marketing is always a struggle for a lot of brands, so anything like that is a huge plus. Also seeing some updates to Shopify Collabs, which is their influencer creator collaboration tool. So if you're a brand and you're looking for influencers to partner with, you can use the Shopify Collabs app to find and facilitate those partnerships, pay commissions automatically. So this is all getting streamlined and improved, which is great because influencer marketing is huge. It's great to see that. TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is now available to all businesses. That's amazing. Great. Shop campaigns. So I believe this is also a Shopify Plus exclusive. Yes, Shopify Plus members. But Shop Cash is basically you can set up these marketing campaigns to run within the Shop app. Seems like it's very easy to just set your budget, turn it on, let things roll in. So I mean, if I had the opportunity to test this out, I definitely would be trying that for sure. Inform your photography with AI. Looks like Shopify is releasing some built-in AI tools. This is probably really useful for a lot of people who don't have access to high quality photos. If you have product, you can now generate different backgrounds, and then adding on to that, there's a lot of other AI updates coming out. So Shopify Magic was announced in the last editions, and it looks like it's still kind of in the announcement phase. This isn't released yet, but the sidekick looks like it's your Shopify assistant basically, and you can ask it and it can help you do all sorts of things, but not out yet. So I mean, I'd love to see more of that, but it's great to see that Shopify is doing something. I'd imagine that could be a very powerful thing for a lot of people. There's also just a text generator, so you can use this to generate content for your about page or any kind of page really on your website, and helps keep your website updated with way less time and effort, which is great. There's now built-in cookie and privacy banners. So in settings, you can now go all the way down to custom privacy, and then cookie banner. You can add a banner. This is what it looks like. This is what the preference page looks like. You can customize it, activate it. When you activate it, you can choose different regions to activate it in, and then you can also opt out. Yeah, this is great. I know there is a lot of apps that kind of do similar stuff to the cookie banner feature, but it's great that this is like a built-in feature. A lot of people need this, especially like depending on your legislation and wherever your store is set up. So that's huge. We love to see it. Lending. So yeah, all about Shopify Lending. You can get a line of credit, you can get loans. This is all about the bank of Shopify. You can get rewards now with the balance in your account. Very cool, making all that kind of stuff easier. Taxes, boring. I don't even want to talk about that, but honestly, it's good someone's doing something about it. 3D product models in minutes. Shopify now is a 3D scanner in their iOS app, so you can open up your phone and scan something, then it'll give you a 3D model, which you can then upload to your website, which is pretty cool. There's also this little widget. You can, if you have iOS, you can get like your sales data right on your home page. Pretty cool. Shopify Flow. So Shopify Flow is the automations tool that Shopify has, where you can execute different actions based on triggers, and it looks like they now have a code action, which is very powerful. You can write code and execute it based on different triggers. There's obviously more and more integrations and apps that are integrating with it, so just make Shopify Flow more and more powerful. Exchanges, yes, this is another thing we love to see. I think Shopify did recently come out with the native returns feature. It says, now we're introducing native exchanges to easily create, track, and manage exchanges for any order, available early 2024. So it's not out yet, but that's huge because, I mean, exchanges are much better than doing a returns. If someone can just swap a product for another product, you're not losing out on that order. Now we're going into the developer updates. The big thing is new theme blocks and developer preview. This is a huge update, and I'm really hoping that Shopify takes their time with this and really thinks about how this is gonna impact existing themes, new themes, and merchants themselves. The update is basically, I mean, what they've told us is you can specify a block once. So if we have like a text block, that text block can then be used in multiple sections within multiple blocks. You can nest blocks within blocks and then reuse the same block multiple places, which is great because a lot of theme developers and a lot of themes have a lot of the same code being reused in a lot of the same places. So you would have a text block all over your website. So this is great for simplifying the development process and giving more power to merchants. So what's available in developer preview today? Theme blocks. It looks like this is also just step one of their 2024 plans to rebuild and revamp the theme editors. So mission one, introduce more layout flexibility. That's coming with the theme blocks. And then I guess they've mentioned this before, this would be the flex sections. This is where you can actually like resize sections by dragging and dropping, which is huge. And then here we have mission 2, bring more styling flexibility. So this is giving more of the Webflow, Figma, page builder vibes. So here we have, you can click into a button and you have button style and you can change all the different properties of this. This is basically giving you like full control over CSS properties. My concern with this is I just really want to make sure that this is easy for merchants. If all this customization is exposed everywhere all the time, it might become a little overwhelming. So my hope is that some of these more advanced customizations are maybe hidden beneath a drop down, or they are there for the expert users, but they're not there for everyone to see all the time. Because I think that's part of the appeal of the theme editors, how simple it can be. I'm just a little worried that adding too much here could cause some unintended bloat for merchants who just want a simple experience.